Hello everyone, my name is Niwente. My student's ID is 6805143. Today I'll share you about my airplane reservation system coded in Java and runs in the terminal. Now let me first walk you through the program first. When you first run the program, it prints out this menu. Here, you can choose option 1 to view a flight, 2 to search flight, 3 to book a flight, 4 to cancel booking a flight, 5 to exit the program. Now, if the user enter anything other than a number, like this, it print out this error message. Now, if I want to view all the flights, here, option 1, it loads all of the available flight. Here. You can see the flight code, departure, destination, and so on. Now, if you want to search a specific flight, you can choose option 2. Here, you can search by flight code, or by destination, or by departure time. Or you can just return to the previous screen. Here, I search by destination. I want to go to New York. Here, but there isn't any flight that matches your destination, so I can't go to New York. So I'll go to Tokyo. Yeah. Now it prints out the whole flight information, the full flight information, when it would depart and how much it costs for each seat. If I want to return to the previous screen, choose option 4. Now I want to book a flight to Tokyo, but I forgot about the flight code, so I can just type gibberish and it asks if I want to continue booking or not. So I said no. I can put anything other than Y to return the main menu here. Now I can look at all of the available flight again to look at the flight code to Tokyo. Here it is FL011. So now I know the flight code, I can book again. Choose option 3, FL011. It asks for my name, email, my passport number, MG23. Enter the number seat. I enter like I put 0. The number of seats can be less than 1. Print out this line. So I chose 1 seat. The total fare for flight to Tokyo once is 12,000 baht. Confirm booking. Oh, actually, I forgot. I want 2 seats. So I choose no. I want to book again, but this time with the correct information. Correct. The total fare for the flight to Tokyo to C is 12,000, 24,000 baht. So I confirm the booking. It prints out the booking information. When it would depart, number of seats. And this data will be stored in this text file here. Okay. If I want to cancel the flight, choose option 4, cancel flight. Okay, name, passport number, MG123456. Yeah. It prints out the book information and asks if I want to cancel, and I enter yes. It will be deleted from the text file. Okay. If I want to exit the program, I choose option 5. through the code. Here, in main menu, I read the data from the flight details first. Flight details here. And I initialize all of the necessary array list, like the flight code, flight destination, departure time, prices, and flight array for the whole line of text. For example, this whole line. Now I also open the boarding info in append mode to store the booking information. How I read the flight details is if it is a header like flight code departure, I skip it, or if the line is empty, I skip it. And if it found a real line, it was split into chunks using this and stores each variable into the array list. Here, for example, the flight code will be stored into the flight code array, and departure will be stored in the departure array, and the arrival, and so on. Here, inside the while loop, I display the main menu, and I use switch statements to call each method: queue flight, search flight, flight booking, cancel flight. And if the user want to choose, if the user chose flight, the program will exit. I also use try and catch block in every method to prevent the program from crashing if the user type anything other than a number. Now in QFlight, it first of all prints the header line because I didn't store the header line in the array list, and it prints each line as it appears in the original test file because I also store the whole line into an array list. So I can just loop through the array list to print out the information. Here in search flight, the search flight method receives scanner and array list for the flight code, flight destination, departure time, and flight details. Here inside, it first of all shows the search menu with 4 options and use a while loop to keep asking the user until they choose to return. For each search type, flight code, destination, and departure time, it loops through the relevant array list. For example, in flight code, I loop through the flight code array list to find a match. So if at least one match is found, it prints the full flight detail in here. If nothing is found, it prints out this line. So this method encapsulates all searching logic in one place. Now, in flight booking, it first of all check if this text file is empty or not. If it is empty like this, it will print out the whole line, the header and the topic. Yeah, it will look like this. It will look like this. Now, after that, it asks the user for flight code. If the flight code is found, it asks for the user's name and the user's passport and the number of seats. The number of seats is validated inside a loop. If the number of seats is less than or equal to 0, it shows the error message and asks again. And if the user type something that is not a number, it is also caught by this try catch. And as again, once the valid number is entered, it calculates the total fare and asks the user to confirm the booking. And if it is confirmed, it writes the line into the boarding info text. Writes the line, it will look like this here. And if flashes out the format, it flashes out the output, and prints the formatted summary to the user. And if the user enter a invalid flight code, it will ask the user if they want to return to the main menu in here. Now this method, this whole flight booking method, combine file writing, calculating, and user validation into one cohesive booking process. Now, in cancel flight, this method also works with this boarding info. First of all, it reads the entire boarding info file, and skips the header like this, and split each line using this. And store the variable just like in the flight details. It stores the username in the username array. Win MJ. This will be stored in the passport array. This was stored in the flight code array. Okay. And the entire line into the all info array, like this whole line. So if that line is empty, it will print out this. There is any flight to cancel, and it will return on the main menu. And also, if this file doesn't exist, if this file doesn't exist, it will also print out this line. There isn't any flight to cancel. Like if the file looks like this, it will print out there isn't any flight to cancel. If there are bookings, it asks the user for the name, for the user name and the passport number. If a match is found, it will ask the user to confirm if they want to cancel the flight or not. If they enter yes, it removes the booking from every information, username, all of it. And after that, it will rewrite the entire boarding info text file and store new information. It will look like. It will print out the new header and the new topic separator. But if no match if nothing is found, for example, the program couldn't find the username or the passport, it will print out this and return to the previous screen. So to summarize, my airplane reservation system can view all available flights, search flights by different criteria, book flights and calculate fares, save bookings into a boarding information file, and cancel bookings safely and update the file. It uses text file handling, array list for storing and processing data, loops and condition to control the logic, try catch block for stable input handling, modular methods, so each feature is clearly separated. This project helped me understand how to handle realistic data, how to stretch out a larger program in Java, and how to work with files and lists together. Thank you for listening. I am ready for any question.